I don't think I've ever taken part in something so important.
I'd seen a ton of hype for this on Twitter. Keemstar tweeting about it, VERTiiGO tweeting about it, CONQUEST tweeting about it. I watched the last one and I was pretty much looking forward to this.
Team CONQUEST, the quarterfinals. Today we're going to have 2 teams of 4 competing in each match. There will be 2 matches going on. Team Keemstar versus Team BChillz. I'm kind of interested to see what either of these teams is going to build as far as base structure and design. That's probably going to be the most interesting part of this original beginning part.
Was I upset about losing captaincy? No, not really. I took part in the first Team CONQUEST, and I was the captain of that team. As you know, it was called Team VERTiiGO at the time, and we had placed second after some very controversial things, happened. Scud Punk in particular, and yeah, it wasn't a huge shock when Scud Punk decided to do his own team, and BChillz decided to start his own team, and I was invited to join Team BChillz, and I had the option of either doing that or starting my own team from scratch, but I opted to stick with my former teammate BChillz, and yeah, so I joined Team BChillz, which it doesn't bother me at all that I'm no longer the captain.
Oh, it bothered him. He likes to pretend it didn't, but deep down, it really bothered him.
Now on the matchup between Team BChillz and Team Keemstar, it really seems like Team BChillz has the stacked team. To start off, you have BChillz, a prolific PvP Rust player, and his 2 friends, Ray C and Liquid Z. There's a lot of team synergy there. These men know how to fight and play as a unit. And then you've got VERTiiGO to top it off, a man who just has a wealth of Rust knowledge under his belt. On the other side, you've got Team Keemstar.
Well, I've been playing Rust for a very long time. I've been playing Rust when it was like in the browser. Not many people know this, but Rust used to be like in the web browser before it even went to Steam. So I've been playing it from the very beginning.
I felt pretty confident going against Keemstar's team, but there's still that slight chance that we could lose. So I was pretty scared.
Yeah, I wasn't scared at all. I didn't know we were playing anybody else, so I thought we were playing Scud Punk right now. Who are we playing against?
Team Keemstar.
VERTiiGO just completely lost it when he was informed who he was actually fighting against. They were fighting words, and I was interested to see how it was going to play out.
They thought they were in the semifinals already. They assumed that they were fighting a quote-unquote real team, as they would put it, and kind of laughed at the idea.
So what's the game plan? What are you thinking you want to do for this 30-minute event?
All right, well, the game plan here is to get into BChillz' head, right? Yeah, I mentally am going to destroy him. And I would like to start off with a statement that Rhino Crunch was 100% right. They needed to nerf the crossbow. I'm so surprised VERTiiGO is actually playing. I thought he would be commentating, because the only thing he does good in Rust is fly around.
I've watched that Keemstar interview over a few times now, and I still don't know what the hell he's talking about. He's saying I'm flying around, all these crazy accusations. It really blows my mind. It still doesn't make any sense to me.
At the start of the match between BChillz and Keemstar, I was honestly a little worried for Team BChillz. The entire team rushed to the dome, where you're going to get a lot of loot like weapons, ammo, particular explosives, things that you would need to really assault a base and defend yourself, but you only have 30 minutes, and you need to get this base built. Team Keemstar went right to the resource gathering, right to the base building. I mean, they had an entire base layout before Team BChillz even put the first foundation down.
From the get-go, Aztec was building some sort of amazing base. I don't know how he did it, but I've never seen one built like it. It was pretty damn impressive. On VERTiiGO's side, however, there was absolutely nothing happening for pretty much the majority of the match.
At that point, I thought, oh my god, Keemstar's team might have a chance.
We didn't really have much of a game plan. We just kind of winged it. and none of us knew how to fucking build.
Now, I offered the build, okay? Everyone knows that I am a professional when it comes to building particular structures within Rust. But none of the team really listened to me. I was sort of just talked over, not really taken seriously, so we didn't really have a builder, and we just didn't know what the hell we were doing. I was resourcing for the majority of the time, and it just seemed like it took forever for our base to even start construction.
We're like scrambling, fucking panicking and shit. Ugh.
With all the pressure lying on my shoulders for the base building, we started gathering all the resources and had everything in order to create the base. We could clearly see Keemstar and his team building up this magnificent, honeycombed, great base, and then it was just us barely starting on the building. We had all this stuff, we had everything, and then it was all on me. The stress was definitely up there.
When comparing the base designs between Team BChillz and Team Keemstar went right ahead with doing a standard honeycomb design, stacking multiple triangle edges on top of each other to create additional walls for more added support on their building. The only thing about Team Keemstar's building design was it had no roof. There was no ceiling, totally exposed to shots fired from the cliffs above that overlooked Keemstar's base. Fort Keem looked solid from the outside, but it had a lot of structural flaws. Now, the base that Team BChillz built was a standard sniper tower design. It wasn't unique, it wasn't glamorous, but it got the job done. It was a sturdy, well-armored tower with sniper windows on the top.
You see, what I think this is going to be is Keemstar definitely has a better base. That's just without saying. But
I would agree with that.
I feel like Team BChillz has the upper hand in PvP.
And just like that, the 30-minute building period was over, and we barely finished our base. Now was the time to see which team was the best.
Keemstar is stuck in a honeycomb right now.
Yes, he is. Keemstar is stuck in honeycomb. He can knock it out. He's gonna have to kill himself.
I decided that I should go into Keemstar's TeamSpeak to make sure that everything was going good, to be there if they needed anything, and I witnessed Keemstar fall into the honeycomb just before the PvP started. He was in the pit of doom for at least 5 minutes, screaming and yelling for ladders and help me, get me out of this hole, now, please. It was hilarious.
And at this point, you know, they have turned all building off, and we weren't sure if you could place a ladder or not. I wasn't sure if that was against the rules. So for a good, I don't know, I would say 5 minutes, I sat there screaming and yelling, get me out of here. Somebody jump down here so I could jump out, because I had a full inventory of stuff. And finally, you know, we came to the conclusion that I would just throw my stuff up and then suicide.
He killed himself.
Some shots
right now after
going
30
out
minutes.
From, oh my god.
Hold on, guys,
from
sorry.
the woods, attacking Team Keemstar already.
BChillz.
When the game started, I don't think anyone saw BChillz rushing in and just assaulting them with an AK.
It's BChillz flanking, trying to get the stragglers and push them back into their base.
He killed one of them. He killed Aztec.
When I first ran up to the house, I was kind of scared because I didn't know whether the guys were actually good. So I was like, oh, fuck. But once I started shooting and they started shooting back, I could tell I could keep them in their base, and they were kind of stuck.
BChillz is continuing this sneak attack here, still firing at them. Members of Team Keemstar are scrambling to look and try to get an angle on him, because there's not many open areas on the back of their base.
When the 30-minute grace period timer was lifted, it seems like BChillz immediately went into attack mode. He was already in the bushes on Keemstar's base, assaulting them from the ground by himself, sniping them off the tops, through windows, through cracks. He was killing these kids left and right. Keemstar's child army didn't stand a chance. They scrambled, panicked, throwing bean can grenades over the top trying to stop him. BChillz just suppressed them, keeping them down, locked in their base, making them turtle up in the fortress that they built. That fortress became a prison when BChillz was there. His team waiting, getting ready, getting rockets, satchel charges, all the things they needed to assault the base properly and get inside, while BChillz was locking it down.
There were definitely times where BChillz was doubting himself, and I just remember motivating him and inspiring him and telling him, Just hold on, BChillz. Just hold on.
They're trying to bean can him from over the walls and hurting themselves in the process. I don't know what the plan is here. I think they're kind of panicking a little bit. A lot more survey charges going out, satchel charges. They're throwing anything they can over the walls to take out BChillz so that they can leave their base without fear. They're trying to flank BChillz. I think he's aware of it though.
Ooh,
AK shots
they're getting lit
and
up.
immediately turn the corner.
One of them is dead.
God.
He's BChillz, so what is exploding?
Keemstar has killed Dougals by accident with an F1 grenade, and BChillz have just taken out Aztec. Team BChillz is now coming to back him up. I think it's VERTiiGO and Ray C coming to back him up right now. Gunfire from no man's land as BChillz is going to collect the dudded satchels if they don't go off.
I think that one is still lit and it could possibly go off. He has to wait it out though.
Oh, rockets at the doorway now, blowing up the stairwell.
Wow.
BChillz still keeping on suppression duty while his teammates are going into demolition mode.
Dash is grabbing a
Doors
rocket
being
launcher.
Busted open.
Dash is gonna try to rock. Please don't try to rocket through that little hole in the wall.
They're
No.
trying to push Dash over the walls so that he can rocket them because they have no way out. He's on the walls.
He missed. He
Close-range
missed.
rocket
Didn't hit
missed.
anybody.
Oh my God, Bumbo, this is incredible.
This is getting heated really quick, huh?
Aztec just ran into a landmine, probably his own.
So one of them just opened the door, and if they blow that next door, I'm pretty sure they have two more doors past that. Never mind.
They're trying to stand on each other's heads here for more counter rockets, and right into VERTiiGO. Dash killed VERTiiGO with a rocket.
When Keemstar's team started defending themselves and shooting rockets back, one of them landed directly on VERTiiGO and absolutely destroyed him. I was absolutely heartbroken. A tear dropped from my eye. I didn't really know how to continue.
I was devastated to see him go out like that.
I'm not gonna lie. I thought at that moment that it was over. I had lost. I had lost everything. My captaincy. My pride. To see that rocket smack me straight in the face, it was nothing less than depressing. And I didn't know whether or not the team could ever recover. I knew I had to get back into the fight. I knew I had to inspire the troops. It was all up to me.
So it seems that BChillz and Liquid Z are still going through doors.
Yes.
Okay, past that door is the door that leads to the banner, so they got two more doors to go through.
You know, they are just spewing through the space, and Dougals is getting ready for a close-range counter rocket inside the doorway. I think this is going to end badly.
They're gonna have to go through that doorway to do what they want to do, and they're gonna have to take the rocket, I think. Yeah.
I think so.
Oh,
Close-range
wow.
rocket by Dougals into Ray C, but BChillz is getting revenge for his teammates, shooting Dougals right now from the cliff face. Trying to
BChillz is
fire back,
dead.
BChillz was taken out by Dash. Finally, the reign of BChillz was ended.
This was my time to shine. The team dead. I ran straight in, looking for any gear I could get.
Even though the raid was suppressed by Team Keem, Team BChillz drove right into the heart of that base in record time.
It's definitely not over yet, Argyle. There's still
No.
just one door to their banner. It's not like they...
It's not, but
Oh,
they
boy.
have struck a substantial blow, I will say that.
They're shooting with explosive rounds. Oh my god, he just died
And
with
they
the door
just
open.
took out Keemstar again.
The door's open. They're shooting the banner.
The banner
Ray
is
C
on
just took
fire.
out 2 men on the top. They're burning the
Ray
banner.
C is burning the banner.
The banner has... I can't look. Shit.
Ray C also killed himself with the flamethrower.
It's worth it, man.
Close-range rocket from VERTiiGO on
Instant
the banner.
rocket.
I knew I needed to put a second rocket on that sign to confirm the win. And I knew I had to die to make it happen.
People are going to say that BChillz really carried the team on his back and, brought them to victory and won and everything. But I gotta say, VERTiiGO going in there valiantly, taking that rocket over his shoulder and knowing that his life was going to be sacrificed for the greater good, took that step.
You know what? At the end of the day, VERTiiGO was the true hero.
Everyone thinks that VERTiiGO's team won because BChillz carried the team. But in reality, it was really VERTiiGO. He ran through those flames, and because of his bravery, their team won. Was that good?
Yeah, that was perfect.
If not for our hero, VERTiiGO, we would have lost that war. That last rocket was sent right into their core and tore them apart. Rest in peace, VERTiiGO. Your overnight success will live on. Always. Hashtag the crossbow nerf had to happen. Hashtag Rhino cunt. I'm just joking.
Hey guys, thank you for watching. This was one of the hardest videos I've ever had to bloody edit. It was absolutely insane just how much editing went into this one. And when you're working with multiple people's voices, it's always a real pain in the ass to bring it all together and make a coherent story. So I hope you appreciate that and the time and effort it took to make this video. If you did, let me know down below, that'd be great. I'm also debating whether or not to upload my version, pretty much the raw version of this match. I didn't really do much PvP, as you saw in the video, but if you want to see just the raw footage of just us talking and stuff, you know, let me know down below. I'd love to know if you guys would want to see that. I also want to thank everybody that helped me out with all the voice recordings. There's too many of you to thank, but I want to thank everybody. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to use everyone's voice. I just had so much on my plate, and I really underestimated how much editing was required for this video. So if you didn't make it into the video, I sincerely apologize. But yeah, I hope you forgive me. I love you, everyone. I love everyone. Thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed. This has been VERTiiGO, and until next time, may the Force be with you always.